Hello everybody, welcome to a random Let's Build video for today. We got Gahlok. This is one of the little minions for the Bow characters, so this is a fun little build here. Been a bit since I've done one of these little Bionicle builds, but overall I'm super excited. These guys are pretty cool looking builds overall, and the Bow are some of my favorite designs for just Bionicle in general. So let's build their little minion characters and enjoy them. So woohoo! We got a little purple Corona right there, and it's just overall a blue. I forget the general name for these things. Was it Bow Vaughn? That's what their name is. I guess they were just generally called the Bow huh? But like the Vol was their subset name or something like that. I don't know. I barely remember how this whole thing usually worked out. And of course you got the combiner forms. Don't have all of them for the combiner forms. I do have like one more of these guys. But I figured let's get into building this up and getting ready for that fun. So of course we take the little back of the box here and we're just going to push this in. Pretty much and just... That came undone a lot easier than I was expecting. Oh. There we go. This time around, we got a bag right here. So, we got a little bag there. We got our Corona, which is actually different from the one on the front of the box. So, I guess you can actually get different ones depending. Kind of love that whole randomness to it. Really cool random factor. And that's a really cool designed one, to be honest. Always love the... I'm never a fan of, like, the texture of these things, but man, I actually really like the design of these things a lot of the time. And that is pretty much it for the rest of the box there. So, I guess we'll put the box to the side for right now. Probably straighten up that box a little bit. Has a little bit of a dent. Though, to be honest, the other one I have is a lot more dented. Because I did a bid or whatever, and that's how I got these things. So, not that shocking. Let's see. Let's open up this whole little instructions here. Let's see what we all got going on for us. So, it's pretty much like the Turaga builds when we did those. You get this nice giant poster, and you get to enjoy all the fun with that. And of course, it shows the main Bow and then the Bow Va. Well, I guess that really is just the naming, huh? That was very interesting. It's been a bit since I looked at the whole naming conventions of the Bow I thought they had like a different name. I guess not. It's just the Va or whatever. And of course, you got the instructions on the other side, which are very simplistic overall. Nothing too crazy. So, I guess let's sit down and open up the bag and start getting all of our fun out of here. So, here is our little bag of parts, which just rip open very easily. Sit down and plop those down on the table. The little workshop desk I have going on here. And just start grabbing out the pieces, because what else are you going to do? So, basically, we're going to move some stuff around, because I do actually want to see some of the Technic stuff or whatever, how to find the pins and stuff like that. So first off, we're going to take this wonderful little piece here, this little Technic rod. It's the longest one of the set currently. Yeah, longest one in the set. So we're going to take this little Technic rod and basically we're going to slap it into this piece right here. And then it wants us to take this little L-shaped piece and basically we're slapped a little piece in there. And then we're going to take the little launcher piece, which if you remember from the Bow builds is what used to like launch the Corona. And we're going to plop it right on in there. So it seems like it's just pretty much nice and set overall. Or I guess it's wanting me to... Here, let's do this a bit differently before I full on accomplish whatever I'm trying to do. Trying to make it like sort of exactly to how the instructions have it. Sort of have it to where it's just like this or whatever. Yeah, because the arm sits at a more finite position. Okay, so now we're trying to take some Technic little rods here. So we got these longer ones. I don't know what they call these things. They're sort of like two pieces. Have a little like end piece and then a longer side to it. Basically, we're going to plop one on one side. And then we're going to grab another one. And just plop it a little bit further down. And there we go. These already kind of remind me of the Turaga builds in a way. They are very much similar to those type of builds where it was kind of like same process on both sides. And like you have the one action mechanic in it. So I'm guessing we're sort of just kind of building those guys again, huh? So there's our weird little piece in the middle there. And we're going to take another little piece and put this in the middle as well. And there we go. So we got two little sides to it. And then it's wanting us to take this little piece here, which is just a little small little axle rod piece or whatever, stick that into the top one here. And then for the bottom one, it is wanting us to take the half and half, which is one side little axle and then the other side a little circular bit or whatever, and plop that into the bottom one. And then pretty much after all that fun, we are wanting us to take this little arm here. Well, wait. Okay, yeah. One more step before we do actually fully get full on into it. And let's take this side here, and we're just gonna just plop this one right on into this whole little build. So there you go, got the sort of body all set up and everything. And of course, now we take the pieces I was just talking about just a second ago and set them all up properly. There you go. Little axle into the thing, and then we take the little pin side, and we're pretty much just putting it into this back one here. So it's very much like those Taraga builds where you had the one free hand and then the one like action hand. So it's pretty fun there overall. And then we're going to take this piece or whatever, and we're going to grab, wait, let's see if I can, it's all random stuff all hooked together. Take this weird little 3-hole pin here, and we're going to connect it to the main body itself. And there we go. Kind of like the design of this so far. It's actually looking really cool in a way. And then we're going to take that little piece there and put these little, what was it? Matoran feet in there. They are very much just the feet of the Matoran. Kind of cool how they reuse the pieces in ways, huh? But there we go. Plop these Matoran feet in there. Got them all nicely in there. Got them all set and looking wonderful. And then it wants us to sit down and take this little ball piece here and place it right on the top. So there you go. It's starting to look like a stick figure currently. And then now it's starting to wanting us to set up the hands here. So we're going to take the one hand, make the free hand the little hook arm here. And then the other hand is going to be this weird little holder hand that they always like using for these things. So there's our little holder hand. And you can just sort of do whatever mechanic with it. Kind of weird little design there. And then we're going to place this to the side for right now. And we're going to finally start assembling the head, the whole little head structure. So we're going to take this little shield piece here, which makes the top of the head. And we're going to sit down and take this little ball joint piece here for some cool articulation, which is actually really nice. I was not expecting articulation in this, so it's kind of cool to have some sort of head movement in a more normal sense. Especially for a lot of these earlier builds, because like a lot of them were very much more focused on action features instead of posing. So it is kind of cool to actually have like a sort of posable movements and stuff out of these guys. But I guess we'll see how posable it is in just a minute as I drop whatever I'm looking at currently. Try to make sure I'm doing this all like right by direction. The build is easy, but I really don't want to mess up on like something really easy. So I'm like, Is that how it's actually wanting me to do this? Yeah, it is. Okay. So it's wanting us to put the little eyes in there. And it's very much going to call back to the whole little design of the bow rock in a way. I guess we'll pull out a bow rock in just a second. We do actually have two to the side of us currently. So we can grab one of them in just a minute. And then we're going to take back our body here. And we're going to plop the head. Oh. I am glad there is no rubber bands on this build though, by the way. That is very much a nice part of this. There's no weird crusty rubber bands. And yeah, this is a fully posable head. And the neck actually moves too, man. Like, that is nice. Like, he is full-on movable. That is sick. And then, like, yeah, man, this guy is very posable for, like, an early Bionicle. So I'm even, like, amazed by this for, like, a quick little second. Like, he's very posable. He has, like, a lot of articulation for one of these more smaller builds. Because, like, we've seen, like, what was it? Here, we'll grab Mr. Nuju back here. Or, is it Nuju? I forgot the... No, it's no comma for this one. Sorry. I don't know why I'm, like, messing up Bionicle names. I think it's because I was looking at a Nuju, because they're all sort of placed around. I was looking straight there, and yeah, there's a lot of our characters. But yeah, so we have no comma here. It pretty much sort of very similar styles of the build process there, where you see like the bodies have the nice little simplified builds there. It is very much part of that early era of Bionicle. Though it was nice to actually have the no rubber band this time around. The whole action feature this time for our cool little Krana character. Oh. So our cool little action feature this time is basically you take these little things and plop it into the back or whatever. Well, I want you to place it, yeah, there you go, face down or whatever. And it sort of just stays there by like gravity's purpose. And pretty much just wants you to set it up and just be like, oh. It pretty much just goes a launching, and there you go. We just threw that at the no comma, and then I guess if you wanted to, you're supposed to sit there with like your imagination. Oh, I say that as I just easily pop off the whole entire head structure. Use your imagination and have it to where it gets no comma over here gets taken over by the Krana, and there you go. Creepy mask taken over. I forget which mask this is or which Krana this is, because I know the Krana all had like different abilities, so it is kind of cool to do that type of stuff. And I will say these are really nice figures overall. Like, there's a lot more movability than I was expecting, to be honest. So I recommend these guys, actually. These are really fun little builds. If you're looking for quick and easy little Bionicle builds, I very much will sit down and recommend the Vol sets. I mean, I really enjoy the Turaga sets, so I guess that's not too shocking. But overall, still really enjoyed this. Really like the whole gimmick of it as well. Very much more of a stable gimmick than the rubber bands from the Turaga, so it is very nice. I think these make for a much better build. But that's pretty much it for right now. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye! Oh, his head flew off. Okay, maybe don't do it as hard as that. Okay. We'll wave for it now. Oh, this hand doesn't do the waving thing. But we'll wave for right now, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye-bye. Woo!